Wazowskis.
So this is how it went.
Mm-hmm.
I handed Jen my camera and everything, and I said, "Guard this with your life." And she laughed at me, and I was like, "Okay, well, you know, I mean, if somebody comes after you, you can give them the camera."
Right. Yes.
And I walked down the path, and I get all the way to the end, and Harrison goes, "Where's Scotty?" I go, "What do you mean, where's Scotty?" He goes, "Where's Scotty? He's supposed to be part of this." I go, "He's literally calling the game right now."
Yeah.
He goes, "Oh, all right. Well, I think he's supposed to be down here."
Harrison is the best.
Like, what?
Harrison's fantastic.
I like point up to the glass box of emotion, and I'm like, he's literally calling the game.
See that fat guy in the camouflage? It's him. You know him.
I mean, maybe you can't see him because it's camouflage.
That's true. Just saw my head, floating head. But it was a freaking NASCAR race from the early 2000s.
So yes.
So that's on the Black Bears Twitter, and that was shared a lot.
Everyone loved it.
Colin is still laughing.
I've been showing people pictures at work. They love it.
Two things that Colin...
I put it on my dating apps. It's such a great picture.
That's fantastic.
With the bear.
Yeah.
And everything.
Oh, love it.
Not the selfie, the winning selfie.
No. The winning selfie was pretty
easy. The one that a real cameraman.
Yeah, exactly. But no, like, what was I going to say?
There's something about Colin.
Oh, yeah, the two things Colin loved about this weekend. One was the finger gun point that I had with Clint Millimuck in the Black Bears report, because that's an Alex Tano thing. And then the triathlon.
The triathlon got rave reviews.
Jesus.
I don't want to do it again.
No, God, no. Jesus.
I mean, maybe next year they can just let us shoot from center ice.
Maybe if I got better cardio. Maybe that should be a New Year's resolution.
No.
Ready for triathlon too.
Mm-hmm.
Electric Boogaloo.
No, this is like training for Rocky IV.
Right? It's great times. Then
your mic's still gonna pick me off.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's kind of
microphones hear everything.
Exactly. We had the Todd Butts seminar.
Yeah.
So then Saturday night was another game. I did a lucky shot. Missed by that much.
You did. I got a picture of it.
That much. And it was Swedish night, so we had somebody from the Swedish embassy.
Yes.
It's a great time.
Lars
Eric Tinder.
Yes.
Swipe right.
Yes. After dropping the puck.
Yes, exactly. He literally just dropped the puck and thought the play was going to start.
And moved back.
Yeah, he's like, I think he was going to fight him. I guess no one.
I appreciated that guy though. He's fantastic.
He seems great.
You knew that he knew how to do a ceremonial puck drop. He's been there before.
Yeah.
It wasn't something that he got nervous.
Apparently they have a Swedish night at the Caps game later this month, and then
is he going to be there too?
He might be, and then they said they hope it's as professionally run as the Black Bears was, because they had a nice little reception upstairs in the war room with a lot of Swedish delicacies.
I got some. I had caviar that came in a toothpaste
and had a K in it. It wasn't even real caviar.
Well, I mean, I didn't have to put it together, so that's fine.
That's something. That's good. Perfect.
So the triathlon.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get off of Friday, I know we already left. We've already moved to Saturday,
yeah.
But the triathlon.
Yes.
To if you haven't seen this, go to the Twitter and you can see it. But what it was there was a child's tricycle, and you can see us on the video right now. I was on a tricycle. Scotty was on a tricycle. I rode the tricycle just fine. Scotty, not so much.
Yeah, no. The minute I sat down, I'm just like, well, this is not great.
But we both got to the other end of the rink. Then had to shoot a hockey puck half rink into a goal that was in the middle of the ice, which is a lot harder.
Yeah.
And we just nailed that both. And then they put us in those bubbles, the bubble soccer bubbles.
Let's put it this way. They put you through it, and I barely got in there.
That's true. And then we had to run on the ice. So I mean, it was full on. Everybody was laughing. I mean, everybody on the Black Bears, they all loved it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a great time.
It was.
And neither of us died, which is fine.
No. After
just a little inside.
Yeah, a little inside.
We both also had to go and get Gatorades as quickly as possible.
Yes, that was not a great time for all of us involved. So
yeah, I just wanted to explain what was involved in the triathlon. It wasn't as easy as it looked.
It's not as easy as just riding a trike.
No, I would have been okay with that. Although my thighs started burning.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was literally just gonna pick up the trike and just put it under my arm and go from there.
You should have.
So since Saturday happened, they lost an OT.
They did.
Still a good production with everything involved.
They won 6 games in a row.
Yeah, they got points at 7. So, but the production there, you don't appreciate it till you're actually there. It was a good time. Harrison runs a tight ship.
He does.
Robin and them do a fantastic job. Colin McCarthy is there, hanging out.
He gave him.
Johnny, you had something about the All-Star game, didn't you?
I did. I was gonna we were gonna talk to Lyle about how NHL Network was talking through basically like a way that older players are not suspended the game that the NHL quote unquote mandates when skipping the All-Star game. And this all talked through the thought process of Alex Ovechkin not wanting to go to the All-Star game, I guess, for the second year in a row. They were talking through how a player like Ovi not going to the All-Star game, the guy has given his time. Like maybe there needs to be there needs to be something written from the NHL that effectively says if you've gone to 3 years of All-Star games, you get one free or so, something to that effect. So I was saying that maybe we would wait until you came on, and because I know your disdain for the All-Star game to begin with. But maybe there was a way that like the three of us could just come up with something, since we know the NHL in themselves will not. We've seen this occur. But because and the point that was brought up is a good point. I don't think it gets taken into account. I don't think anybody cares. But the point that gets brought up is that a player like Ovechkin now misses the All-Star game, and also misses a game either before or after the All-Star game where somebody may have flown into a different city in order to watch Ovechkin play, or have bought tickets, and this is the first time that they get to see the Caps play, and Ovechkin's suspended for some stupid reason like this. So that's kind of where the conversation went down. I appreciate the NHL Network. I will say that they're background noise most of the time when I come home from work. If I hear something that I find interesting, I listen for a little bit. I like Mike Johnston a lot. I feel like he is insightful and has good ideas. Brian Lawton, in no way, shape, or form do I understand how that guy was ever in hockey. Like, the guy can't put together a coherent thought, let alone like, hey, let's put together a team. But do you? I guess my question, if there was a question after my 3 minutes of rambling, do you have thoughts on it? One, I guess. Two, do you even care? And is there a way that we could come up with something that the three of us talk through for the next 10 minutes or whatever, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, and as we're killing time before we get to game show night,
right?
Like that we could come up with something that the NHL will never use.
Well, you're right about my disdain for the All-Star game. My disdain for it is simply because the All-Star game ceased to mean anything probably about 40 years ago, and all the silly efforts they made to try and inject new life into it and all of that. Let's be honest. The only thing about the All-Star game that I like is actually not the All-Star game at all. It's the skills competition.
Mm-hmm.
But the All-Star game may be a joke and a farce, and it pulls in shit ratings, and those of us who do watch it because it's their job and we hate to do it, or we hate watch it so we can say rude things about it on Twitter. But it's still a moneymaker for the league at the local level, and it's still a moneymaker for the host city. The St. Louis Blues, the city of St. Louis estimates they will pull in around $30 million from the All-Star weekend. So, as much as we
that's
made,
not bad.
Yeah, as much as
that's a good chunk of change.
Well, considering when it happens too, it's in the middle of it's in late January, and that's a slow tourist month pretty much anywhere in any NHL city other than California and Florida. that's nothing to sneeze at. So yeah, okay, it's fine that way. It's a good draw on a local level. Great, enjoy, go have a ball. But yeah, it's not much of an all-star game if the all-stars, a lot of them aren't going to come out. And Commissioner Bill Daly, or Deputy Commissioner Bill Daly, has said the league doesn't want to get into punishing the players, like stiffening the punishments. I mean, one game, is enough. They figure they would rather prefer, finding ways to find incentives. There we go. I can't say the big words tonight. To bring the players out, to stress how important it is and to come out. I think the way if you want to get these guys to come out and play more for your All-Star game, sweeten the pot for the prize money. Right now, it's $1 million. The winning team gets $1 million that's split amongst all the players of the winning team. Jack that bad boy up to 10 mil. Watch how many players come out then. Like seriously, I think that's the only way. More money, more prize money, for God's sake, for the skills competition too.
So I like that idea. I think that you even have still players like Ovechkin that's like,
but
I'm okay with the couple of days off instead.
Yeah, but you might not get as many. I think if you incentivize, why can't I say that word tonight? Jesus.
Incenticide.
Insecticide. If you insecticide them, yes. Infecticide, yeah. Infanticide. Oh wait, no, you don't want to do that. No, that would be bad.
No,
that got Jeremy Roenick fired.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why he's not on the panel.
Hey, I'm not talking about threesomes. There we go.
So we had 3-on-3 hockey earlier.
There you go. That's as much of a threesome as I want to see. Thank you very much. But anyway, yeah, that's the only way I can see. To give the players an incentive to come out for this thing. Sweeten the prize money. Tell them you'll donate a big chunk of change to their favorite charity. That sort of thing. Find some way that you're gonna. You tried the stick and it's not working. Now use the carrot. You get more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. So
exactly.
Yeah.
I see. I agree with Mike Johnson in the fact that if you've gone to the All-Star game, if you've taken this time out, if you've put on a silly hat and sunglasses and grabbed a hockey stick from somebody else and did shootout things that people still remember from 10 years ago, then I think that you've earned the right to not go to an All-Star game. I think that you've done your time, and I think that you've sold the game, and that when you're in your 30s, mid-30s, and you decide, hey, I'm not going to go to the All-Star game even though I was voted in as a captain, that you have that choice. I would almost be completely okay with the NHL saying that the All-Star game is for players that are under 30 years old, unless it's your first All-Star game. Something to that effect.
Yeah. Yeah, that would work too. That might be a decent reason as well.
But yeah, I don't know. I think they need to do something. I think they need to change something because there are people that don't want to go to the All-Star game. They have real reasons for not going to the All-Star game, and the real reason has turned into, I want to win a Stanley Cup. Yeah. And I feel like in any year, that is a better reason than I'm going to play in an All-Star game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I think you have to give, and I think, was it Burke who said you have to give leeway to younger guys, or to the older guys who put their time in? And then, again, Comic-Con. Make it a Comic-Con, and then do a skills competition, and then we're out.
Yeah.
And that's all we need. We don't need this. We don't need this huge dog and pony show. You're going to get the same money, and the players aren't going to have to.
If they did that without the game, they could shoot pucks from the upper deck.
Yes. And then away they go.
They could have multiple tiers of players shooting pucks from the stands.
And then Upper Deck can be sponsoring the Upper Deck shot.
Oh.
See?
God, it's too bad we don't market for the NHL.
Money bringing in.
See, oh man, there's just so many, so many ideas there. But I mean, hey, I think we've come up with some pretty decent ones there. We haven't, we could have just riffed on really goofy, stupid ones. I think we've come up with some, with some decent ones here. Come on, NHL, Jesus, don't make us do your job for you.
They don't
It's
listen
fine.
to our show anymore.
No,
yeah.
not since.
Oh,
not
they
since-
know. Oh, they
Not since
know
we
who
pissed
we
off
are.
the
Yeah,
marketing group.
not since Frank Brown left. They don't listen to us anymore to see what we're getting into.
They
So maybe
know.
that's good. All right. Let's. In the story of the week, Gritty has been accused of punching a 13-year-old during a photo shoot in November.
Thank God.
He's being investigated. Flyer season ticket holder Chris Greenwell claims his son playfully patted Gritty on the head after a photo was taken. And then Gritty got out of his chair, took a running start, and punched my son as hard as he could.
So here's the best part. I read this whole article. It just showed up for me like this evening before the show. So I read this entire article. The best part of the whole article, and obviously it talks about how this guy was in line for an hour to get a picture with Gritty. Not a single other person saw this.
Right.
Not
There's no
one
video.
single person saw this, and there's no video because, and I'm quoting, the video cameras are pointed in different places in that part of the arena. But if he waited in line for an hour, is it not safe to assume that there were more people in line behind him? Not a
Right.
single person saw this?
And I'm pretty sure people would have realized that there's a big orange ball of whatever
Hate.
running.
It's the ball of hate.
Yes,
Orange
running
ball.
and punching a child. This happened in November, and you don't think anybody in Philly is going to come out with that?
Yeah,
Like,
it sounds
come
made
on,
up
dude.
to me.
This is not a good cash grab.
It's a clown. Yeah, he wants to be out of his season tickets now, as well.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously, because Carter Hart's hurt.
right. I would want to be out of there too.
He's like, I don't want to watch Brian Elliott. This is bullshit. I'm gonna make up a story about Gritty punching my child,
Yeah,
and then I had to take him to the chiropractor.
I was gonna say, fucking, like, it's happened in November with social media and Philadelphia being as it is. That would have came out the next day.
I'm really hoping that he got hurt, like somebody cross-checked him playing hockey, and he tried to blame it on Gritty.
That'd be fantastic. I, for one, will welcome that.
Some other kid comes out, was like, no, I cross-checked him in the last game.
Yeah. Damn it, kid, you're screwing us over.
Yeah, I read
that-
that article. I thought it was stupid.
It's kind of hilarious.
Somebody trying to cash in on Gritty's fame.
Well, yeah. Why not? Why start now?
No, and also, so the best part was what I said. The second best part of the entire article states the fact that the Philly Fanatic is the most sued mascot in sports.
That's bizarre to me.
Apparently, the Philly Fanatic at one point hurt somebody's knee while trying to climb over them in the stands and, quote unquote, hugged somebody too hard.
Just wish you took a running start with that hug. Ugh.
I don't get people anymore.
No, me neither. I would have thought the San Diego Chicken would have been the most sued mascot because he's been around the longest.
Yeah.
But also it's Philly, land of inconsequential lawsuits.
So, yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't understand lawyers.
Season ticket holder. Somebody who apparently is using the picture still on their Facebook as a profile picture.
Right. That's called evidence, ladies and gentlemen.
But Gritty punched their kid, and they want. He also is not looking for monetary. It also said something to the effect of he wasn't looking for money in this case. He just wanted the Flyers to apologize and something cool for his kid.
For fuck's sakes. I am like, this is peak Philly. This is peak season ticket. This is actually probably North Jersey or South Jersey.
Yeah, this
rather.
guy's not from Philly. He's definitely from Jersey.
Yeah, definitely South Jersey guy. Come on now. This is such a Voorhees move that sickens me. My God. All right. Alex Ovechkin, he went away.
Yeah.
We'll see. So what did you think All-Star Weekend?
I enjoyed the skills competition as normal.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the Blues bringing older players back.
Yeah.
That were big in the Blues organization. That was cool. I enjoyed the shooting stars. I feel like some tweaks here or there makes it a better event.
Sure.
But all in all, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Hillary Knight's shoes while she was shooting the shooting stars.
Fair enough.
The women's game was cool. It does show that I believe it shows that they're not used to playing 3-on-3 that much.
Mm-hmm.
But on the whole, the goalies showed up big time.
Right.
I mean, both teams' goalies showed up big time.
Yeah.
The save competition needs to be changed. That's so dumb. I know they have to get the goalies involved somehow, but
Remember when they did the goalie shooting thing and the goalie skate races? Those were
Yes.
fun.
Those were fun.
Why not those?
I agree. Those were fun. The accuracy shooting, Blue Goats,
Mm-hmm.
that stupid ass video board that they used.
Yeah,
for
that was the
That was-
worst.
dumb. Just go back to not having technology and blowing shit up.
Right?
Hardest shot was fine, except for the fact that the radar gun didn't actually record the first two shots. I was like, oh, bad night for technology so far.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying that they gimmicked the Al McGinnis shot, though I think the fact
I think
that
it was real, but I don't think that it recorded on the screen because the next shot they also didn't record either.
yeah.
Whoever, I don't remember who the first shot was, but he like laid into one.
Seth Jones.
Yeah, he like laid into one and it like didn't record at all. So
Yeah.
it was like they
So-
didn't have it on.
Yeah, or they were just like, this is fine.
Yeah, it was kind of what I feel. I like the fastest skater. The
Yeah. And you've been praising Barzell for a while for being the fastest skater.
mhm.
So you've been on that
It's
you've
just
been on that
rookie year.
bandwagon for a while.
I do appreciate that they put pads all the way around the boards.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I was talking to I was as we were watching this, I said to Jen, I'm like, wouldn't you want to go ahead and put the padding even further down the thing because of the fact that you don't want the guys coming out of a turn and crashing and breaking their legs?
Yeah.
Just wrap the whole goddamn thing with the pad. Why are we're saving money on not putting styrofoam targets so we can put padding around the goddamn thing.
That's true. Plus, they can just use it every year. Just store it in that fucking truck with all the ice equipment.
Exactly.
Drive it
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll smell great next year. What did you enjoy?
I like the shooting stars for like 2 minutes, and then it got boring. Because the biggest thing in the middle of the damn thing was everyone was shooting at and missing, and then it's like so much. So it was the idea was there, the execution not so much.
I will say with that as well that if they had an arch, they should have filled in the arch
Yes.
so that there was only one way to try to hit the net. But I loved the chaos that ensued.
Oh yeah. I like that the St. Louis Blues represented very well. Like you said, new and old, and also in the actual game skills competition itself, they were out in full force.
And Brett Hall didn't kill anybody.
Yeah, yet. That's true. I didn't like I'm and I know I'm going against you on this. I didn't like the jerseys. I
I did
Is that-
not like the white jerseys.
didn't like either. I
The
don't
dark
like.
jerseys were fine.
They were fine, but I
The
don't.
monochrome logo still throws me off.
Yes, the very magnetic standings board logo that was on the chest was weird.
But it worked for some, like the Devils.
Sure.
They're basically monochrome anyway.
My biggest thing is that
The Blues didn't look bad on their gray jersey.
the NHL has gone from colorful All-Star jerseys to black and white, and
That's
it's
true.
really fucking up my rods and cones.
Yeah, but
because
we're
every
in
time-
an HD world now. We don't need black and white
Yeah.
anymore.
And every time I see like a HD picture from the event, I'm like, is this Sin City? Did someone just take the color out and just color focus on certain ones? Because this is bullshit.
Color focus on everything except the player.
Except the player. Like, I mean, it was, it really fucked me up in terms of everything else. Now there was a concept out there that I'm going to try to find
Oh, I saw that for next year.
for next year, and if they
Oh,
don't
that's
do
good.
it, the fucking NHL
They
are
won't do it.
cowards.
They won't do it.
Do it, you cowards! Listen, it's me, your boy, Scotty Waz. You know me.
Yeah, you've listened to us before.
You've listened to us before. Secretly.
We
Because you
told
don't
you.
want to get fired. We got tracking stats, bitch. Anyway.
Interesting.
Um,
That went off the rails quickly.
it often does. Why are you surprised? So here's the monochrome jerseys I was talking about. It really messes up my eyes, man. Like that looks way too old-timey with just the boom. There's the Oilers logo.
Boom.
And then you look at Jack Eichel back there, and it just looks like he's gray, he's black and white grayed out, but the color of the stick is there, and it's I don't like it. It really fucks up my eyes. I'm like, where's the rest of the color? It should be
All right.
bright, colorful.
Yeah, I get it.
And I get your point.
I liked last year's jerseys better than this year's.
Yeah, a little bit more. I didn't like the really slate gray.
If
That's-
it was going to be all black and white, I was fine with that. But the
Yeah.
black with the random color, yeah. Especially the Devils. Now that you bring up Sin City, that's straight up the Devils jersey.
Well, I remember Jimmy Howard's from last year's game where he had like all his Red Wings gear on, and it looked like he was just an extra out of Sin City because everything else was black and white, but it was just him there.
Just him there.
Just him there. I'm going to try to find a picture of it because it was like it's like to me it was just like what the hell is going on? Oh, here it is. This is a perfect rendition. Like this looks like, and I didn't even notice this about last year's jerseys. That
But
the Adidas stripe down the pants.
Oh, I did not either.
Yeah, let me share my screen.
At least last year's was trash, and you knew that why it had to be black and white.
So here I'm gonna bright screen this.
This
Here
year
you
was
go.
just a bad.
So this is
Oh,
last
yeah.
year. Like that's super Sin City like.
Oh, I did not notice the stripes down the
Yeah,
pants.
I
That's nice.
just noticed that now a year later.
That's nice. I like that.
So, but yeah, like just the white color, the red that really pops out. It and even his helmet is black and white that he designed himself,
For the
Which
All-Star
I-
game.
which I think is thoughtful.
It's also made out of trash.
Let's cut the logo of trash on it too.
Oh, pizza.
Well. So yeah, I mean, that was a weird game last year. But where's the 2021 NHL All-Star jersey concept? Because that is, if you haven't seen it, why are you doing it?
Mark says he's going to be late.
That's fine. It's really fine. We tell him we should text him back. We're like, we know.
He's probably putting the kid down.
Oh Jesus, it's terrible. I hate when you phrase it like that.
I mean, he
Great.
says it.
Oh, but phrasing. Hashtag phrasing.
Hashtag phrasing.
Let me see if this will open up bigger. If I rub it a little harder, does it open? That's big enough. Ladies. So here we go. So here's the concept. Someone, Dunkle Designs, put this up on Reddit.
Oh, that's so good.
And if this isn't the concept that Adidas uses next year for the Miami game, I am setting shit on fire.
Now, I don't like that the Metro division is the white jersey.
Yeah,
I'd rather not have a white jersey, but it is what it is.
Right.
The black jersey is fantastic.
The central jersey is the best.
Yes.
I like the palm trees on the sleeves there.
Yeah, they're
It's
great.
a nice little touch.
All the way around. The
Yep.
colors are perfect.
Colors are perfect for everyone.
I mean,
You
I'm
get a little
thinking
pizzazz.
white gloves, white pants.
White with maybe the baby blue accents on the cuff,
Yeah. Oh. Well, yeah.
because that'll work with all
Because
the.
you don't have to change jerseys now either.
Or
What if you just go straight white gloves like Berman?
black gloves, pink fingertips, baby blue cuff.
Interesting.
You want to really get gaudy? Let's get gaudy. Old Gotti, free John Gotti.
And if they don't bring anybody back from, if they don't bring Don Johnson to this, they're missing the boat.
Literally, they
Got
missed
it.
his boat. They don't know where he's at.
I love those. I love those jerseys.
You know the fucking Panthers aren't going to do anything because look at what they did with Ilya Jokinen's thing.
Yeah, no, it's not going to happen. But those are great concepts.
Mm-hmm.
It's the way it should be.
Pacific Division 1.
Oh yeah, that's right. That happened. I fell asleep. I got bored
yeah.
with the All-Star game at one point.
I turned it off after the Black Bears game was off, and then I went out drinking.
Yeah.
Mark, what else did you like about All-Star Weekend?
Wow, way to go, Mark.
Nice segue.
Well, let's see here. What did I like?
Did you like the podium shooting?
No, I thought that was
That
dumb.
was a
That was
stupid
dumb.
gimmick, wasn't it?
I
Yeah.
liked
It,
it.
it was.
John,
It was
I was
just.
gonna say Johnny's the only in the minority here.
Yeah,
liked
it was.
it.
It was silly.
You
What's
know
the point?
I liked it was nice seeing Al McInnes come back.
The whole.
Yeah, with
Well,
the
yeah.
wood stick
Yeah, that
and,
was
and
great.
still crank a friggin' 100-mile-an-hour slap shot at 56 years old.
I
Now
definitely
that
like as
that was
well.
impressive.
I like as well how NBC ruined the surprise because they had their camera on the tunnel because
Uh-huh.
they were like talking about players that were in the tunnel, and all of a sudden Al McInnes comes walking out, and everybody's like, "Hold on a second, he's not supposed to be there."
Way to ruin the reveal, NBC.
Mhm.
Again.
That could have gotten a great pop.
Well,
Sorry, go
well,
ahead.
anyway, the whole the whole point of the skills competition is to showcase skills that you would normally
What?
use in the game of hockey, which I know it's crazy, but I don't think I've ever seen someone shoot a puck at distance like that for accuracy, except
That's
maybe at
true.
the end of a game. That situation never comes into play.
I'm all for Sean Leahy mini nets coming back.
My
Yeah.
tweet,
The
I think I
passing
told
mini
you
nets.
beforehand. I would have been really cool if they would have put the mini nets out there and made them 10 points.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
One of those.
Oh, yeah.
And next year, I would also add goalies to the mix. I want to see goalies flipping pucks from the top.
You know
there.
what? I bet the goalies would have been better at it.
yeah, more accuracy.
Oh, yeah.
With the big paddle. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, as for the All-Star game itself, I only watched the first, I don't know, game and a half. I'd seen all I
Come
needed
off
to
the
see.
roads, isn't it? Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you watch Green Day?
What's up?
Did you
Did I
watch
watch Green Day? I did not watch Green Day. I think
Oh,
I turned
yeah.
I turned it off before Green Day came on.
Probably
Yeah.
for the better.
Green Day. That's
Multi-year
so 2004.
contract.
That's so 2004.
Mm-hmm. Dropping
Ah.
F-bombs like
Multi-year contract.
yeah.
Could have been still better than Def Leppard.
It's true. Well, Lyle, what has 9 arms and sucks? Def Leppard. Here we are.
Hello.
Listen.
Wow.
You know what? You know what has I think 8 arms and sucks?
Oh boy.
The Kraken.
Oh, that is.
Reports
Such
out
a-
of Canada.
Well,
Chris
such-
Johnston of Sportsnet reporting today the Seattle Kraken could
That
be the
is-
name for the NHL Seattle franchise.
Yes, they're taking the name of a mythical Scandinavian beast.
I love
Not
it.
a
Though.
friggin' Pacific Northwest. There's no crack in the Pacific Northwest.
I don't know. Have you seen Spokane?
Oh,
It's so
well, good
great.
point. Yes, I have.
Oh, you said
No, but-
Kraken, not Kraken.
Not crack
Okay.
in. Crack in.
I can't
But
wait
no.
until all their fans go to the crack house
That'd be great.
Absolutely.
It's going to
Absolutely.
be fantastic.
Really? Kraken? Really? You could have gone, okay, I get you don't want to go with orcas because, of course, the whole Vancouver Canucks thing, because they put orcas on there. But surely to God, you could have come up with something else. I mean, come on, man. Kraken? Really? Kraken? Jesus. Seattle Totems would have been good. I would have gotten behind that. No, there's nothing wrong with that.
Some people could have thought it was racist.
Like who?
Not the tokens.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm not saying
Yes,
Seattle
that's
Tokens.
different.
I said totems. How did you get token out of totems? Jesus.
Well, I don't know, Lyle.
God
What's
damn,
the?
man.
They could have been the Space Needles.
Oh yeah, that's.
There you go.
They could have been the tossed salad and scrambled eggs.
Great eggs and ham.
Are you talking about
The Seattle Frasers.
The Seattle
Frasers.
Hey, that just
Yeah.
rolls off the tongue, man. Seattle Frasers. There
Oh
you go.
God! Just a picture of a bald man on their jerseys.
With the alternate jersey being Sideshow Bob.
Oh, but they could have come up with a Kraken. Really? Oh man.
I can't wait until this is a cartoon.
Yeah.
Like,
Speaking
Yeah,
of.
it's sort of-
Oh, go ahead.
it would have been looked like what was the name of the doctor there on oh fuck, never mind.
All right.
I just went blank. What
tried.
was the name of that? Futurama.
Oh, Zoidberg.
Zoidberg. There you go. It looked like freaking Zoidberg. At least the head part anyway. I know he's supposed to be like a crab or a lobster, but still.
Yeah. So we love Kraken.
Yeah. The Seattle Zoidbergs.
Seattle Zoidberg.
Yeah.
Zoidberg.
if they go on like a good winning streak, though, they could say the players are on crack.
And
Or
if
a
a player
losing streak. Ooh.
if a player gets released, release the Kraken.
I mean, the
Oh,
article,
No.
the titles write themselves.
That's going to be their friggin' their intro year, their expansion year fucking motto. Release the Kraken. Oh, that's going to be horrible.
I would also.
I hope they have Captain Morgan. Doesn't Captain Morgan make Kraken?
No, I just looked that up. It was just an independent distillery. It makes it.